My name is Bosibori Obuchi. I'm a teacher, a researcher, and a writer, and also a translator. I've written several works, original works, including a novel titled Latest Diary of a Kenyan, a collection of short stories for children, a dictionary of Ekegusii phrasal verbs, Chingero Chiabagusii, which is a collection of folk music of Abagusii. And I've translated several works, including Romeo and Juliet, which is now in Ekegusii, Things Fall Apart in Ekegusii, I Will Marry When I Want by Professor Ngugi wa Thiong'o in Ekegusii, and The River Between in Ekegusii. So from that you can realize that I've translated into my language several works with an intention of preserving my language. Personally, when I started doing my translations, I deliberately did that because I felt that my language was facing extinction in the near future. And so as to preserve it, I had to get works from the West and have them translated into my language. Some people feel that African languages don't have enough vocabulary to express their literary works in the given languages. So I wanted to prove a point that African languages are independent. They can sustain themselves. So by having this Ituika workshop, we are encouraging the young people to go back to their roots so that they write in their languages, hence a preservation of the same. At the same time, we want them to express themselves. They relay their feelings to their folks people. Wow. Actually, I've spoken with a few. They are very excited. They have learned a lot. Not only the participants, even I as a facilitator, I've learned from the participants. So they are now excited. They want to go out into the field and write in their mother tongues, and even translate into Kiswahili and English too. So they are very positive. We've met the objectives. It could be that we haven't met all, but at least we have achieved a bigger percentage. For example, our intention is to have a booklet on the literary theories in African languages. So from the expressions of the participants and from the discussions that we've had, we have collected enough material that can guide us into formulating those theories. So I can say we have achieved a very big percentage. And if it's possible, if we could have this workshop extended for maybe 2 days or 1 day, so that maybe if there are some areas that we didn't venture into, then we can have an opportunity of doing the same. When the advert was put up in social media, it could be that Kenyans don't believe some of the things that are put up in social media, right? So when they saw it, they just took it for granted. Some felt that it was a hoax. So when those that applied presented their stories, we had a panel of 5 members who selected the stories, and it was very objective, because for those that were left out, they didn't meet the criteria that we laid out for evaluation. So I can say that the participants that were picked had written in the way that was expected of us. So I can start with the writing. When I write my original works, I don't do it with the focus of getting money. I do write for the love of writing. When I wrote my first book, I had targeted a readership of 1 million at least. But I got frustrated when so far I haven't sold even 1,000 copies. So when I did my translations, I did, my first translation, of course, was Ngugi wa Thiong'o's short story, The Upright Revolution, or Why Human Beings Walk Upright. Then I did a translation of Things Fall Apart, that is last year, 2020, when we were working from home, although we still are. So that book has been received very well in the market. I think maybe it's because of the excitement and the fact that so many people have read the book. It has been a set book in Kenyan secondary schools for some time. So they bought it, and others did it maybe out of curiosity. So in as much as that book has sold so many copies, my other titles haven't sold many copies, right? But that has not barred me from continuing to write. So as a writer, as a translator, you focus on getting money. If you don't get it, then if you don't have stamina, you are likely to give up in the writing process. So when translating, for example, we have different cultures. Take the case of Romeo and Juliet, whose setting is in the West, and I'm trying to bring it, to translate it into my culture, which is African, to be particular Ekegusii. So there are some factors, there are some ideologies that are not found in my community. So I have to struggle between these two cultures. But thanks to the liberty that is given to a translator, I decide on the correct choice of words and what to do with my text, in as much as I want to retain the ideas that are in the original text, but I have a leeway to map it onto my community so that it fits within that setup.